Hi and welcome to this video. Today I really want to start this project vlog of my Monday sweater, but I do actually also just want to say that let's just try this where we are sitting out on my balcony, but yeah, it's hard to find places to sit sometimes, but yeah, we're just trying this out. But I cheated and started. I have a few things to actually chat about since I have decided a few things. Recently I really wanted the Melange sweater because I did the baby version of it and honestly thought it was the cutest thing ever, and I loved how the Melange pattern looked in sweaters, and I just really wanted it for myself. So yeah, as I said, I really loved how the Melange pattern looked, but I have been more aware of what kind of constructions that I like on my body. So I have been thinking that I needed more raglan pieces, since I think raglan suits me a little bit more in terms of how I like and how I feel in sweaters, and I just feel a lot better if I don't put so much focus on broadness of shoulders as I think drop shoulder does. But so yeah, I decided to do the Monday sweater then, but then do it as the Melange sweater. So I am still using the Drops Flora in pink and this mist color. The color codes are 36 for the pink and 22 for the white, and this white is the same as the baby sweater that I did, and then I decided to pick up this pink, and I just have to show you how it looks. So yeah, keep in mind this is the Monday sweater, but I'm knitting it as the Melange sweater. So yeah, I just love it. I have as you've seen done the collar and knit that down, and then I've started on the shop rows so I could actually show a bit more. Here it is, and I've also just, I think, gonna film a little bit things to put in, but something I noticed in this pattern that I really loved, and that actually also was in the Melange sweater, was that you do 2 double knit rows on, like, in the middle of it, to fake the Italian cast on, and it just makes it look so good. It makes the folding edge of the sweater so freaking pretty. But yeah, this looks also tiny because I've done something crazy for this one, and I've also cast it on the size small since I decided to look at her recommendations of bust sizes and stuff. I almost never do that because I always fit like a large, but it said that I could knit a small, which is my dream since you use a lot less yarn and a lot less knitting time and everything. So I thought that could be good, even though I have a lot of large pieces, so I thought that maybe something at a little bit less of a positive ease could fit very well into my wardrobe. So let's just see how that goes. But I think I'm really gonna enjoy this one, and I just love the baby, and not the baby, like the Barbie pink. I really love it, and yeah, as you can see, I have knit quite a lot. This is my 3rd day working on it, but I'm doing exams in between, so when it's just been so little, I've worked on it every day. But yeah, I'm excited to take you guys along on this journey of the Monday / Melange sweater, and yeah, I couldn't be more excited, and I will see you in the next update. So I really want to show you, firstly, how long I am on my Monday sweater. I'll just getting it. Firstly, today is Wednesday and I'm going to meet my friends at just a little small park here in where we live. Yeah, I'm going to meet my friends at a small little park here where we live just for a few hours since we're studying, but it's nice to see one another in between everything. So we're going over there for just a few hours and then I'm going back home to study. It's quite early, it's like 9 o'clock and I'm leaving in like an hour, so I'm not thinking of starting anything up right now. I'm just gonna relax a little bit. But yeah, I got my Monday sweater just to show you how far I am, because I did actually just size up the needle to or the length of the needle to 80 centimeters. So I thought that would be quite interesting to show. So here it is. This looks honestly like a sweater now. I really love this stage of sweaters, and I think it's because it grows so fast and it looks so much like a sweater, especially if you do a raglan, so you can see already the, what's it called, the color. So I really have fallen in love with this, and I knew I would because I kind of already did with like the smaller version that I did. But yeah, this pink and this like off-white, it just makes such a pretty color. I really enjoy it. And I'm super excited to have it. It's also very me, I would say. I love pink. I love kind of like a little bit more out there clothes. I mean, I love black as much as the next person, but sometimes I just really love wearing like a pop of color, and I think this one fits super well since it's not full on pink but white as well. But yeah, that's a bit of a rant. I just really wanted to show you how far I am, and now I think I'm gonna sit and maybe do a few rounds on this before I have to go. Hello. I just want to do a little bit of an update. I just finished my PowerPoint presentations for the day a little bit ago, and Burvin got home and he brought me some peas to snack on, just some fresh peas, which I'm very excited about. I also wanted to show you that I am done with the first skein of my Monday sweater, and one thing I think is a little funny is that I'm completely done with the pink. I have nothing left, but I have this much left of the white yarn still, and I think it's quite funny how big of a difference there is in like this same yarn, because both of the yarns are the exact same quality, the Drops Flora. So yeah, that's just a fun thing to notice. But I am really looking forward to this sweater. I'm having a lot of fun knitting it. I am super glad that I did choose this raglan sweater instead of the drop shoulder sweater, because I can just see myself wear this super much. And I'm also excited about the size. I do think it looks so super small in comparison to that I'm almost done with the raglan increases, and I'm supposed to be bidding for sleeves soon, and it just looks so small for that. But I am also excited to have like a sweater with less positive ease than I usually do, and maybe I just have to not be as worried, since like what's the like I think it's gonna be fine, and I think I'm just not used to knitting such a small size. And also looking at the pattern, I feel like it's hard for me to actually see how much I'm supposed to knit, because it feels weird only looking at like the second number in the pattern. I feel like I always like tend to, when I first read it, I always go further in. But yeah, this is just a small update on the sweater, and I think I am gonna knit a little bit further on it tonight. And yeah, but I just wanted to show you. But I'll see you in the next update. Hello, I am walking home from school. Me and my friend just went and brushed up a few things now that the exam is on this Wednesday. So yeah, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm quite far on the Monday sweater, and I think I really want to try it on today just to check. So I think that's gonna be the first thing I do when I get home, maybe. So yeah, I'll see you when I get home so we can try it on.
Streamer det, der ikke er adblock.
Jeg synes, jeg plejer at se sådan noget.
Nå, det var ikke ham, der så det på YouTube.
Hello, I just wanted to show you quickly that I finished the second skein of my Monday sweater. I mean, I have a little bit left and then a little bit more in the white, actually a lot more than the pink, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to show you I've done 2 skeins now, and I mean 2, if 4 in total, but like of 2. But here it is. It is beautiful. I think I'll show you. I have shown you the, what's it called? I've shown you me trying it on, but I haven't really knit on it after that, since I was kind of waiting on making this update. Right now it's the day after my exam, so I just got summer break, so hopefully there's gonna be a lot more knitting time on this. But yeah, I'm super happy. Det er jo så godt, der gør det. Good morning, we are back at it again. I just woke up, so that's why my voice is a little, like, yeah, weird. For the Monday, as you saw, I tried it on, and after I tried it on, I just added like a few more centimeters, just because I really want this sweater to just be a little longer than normal. Yeah, so right now I just added a little bit more in the length, and I just did the first 3 stitches where I'm doing the rib. So now I'm starting the rib, and I just love it. I love it. I'm just excited. But yeah, I have to do 9 centimeters of a rib, so yeah, I'll just get cracking with this. just quickly, don't mind my boyfriend's little workshop there. I just quickly wanted to have this little chat because I just tried it on. I got done doing all the increases in the pattern, and now she says to knit rib. This is super high on my arm. And I knew I had like not large arms, but I do have long arms. So I don't really know what to do. So yeah, maybe I'm actually just thinking of knitting like to here and then do the rib. So like this much, which is kind of crazy. But I think honestly that is the move, because I don't think I would think that it looks that it's gonna look good with all of this being like half of my arm being rib. But other than that, I do feel like the fit of the sleeve is good. It like has like this much positive ease and then tapers down, so I don't think it's gonna look bad at all. So maybe that is just what I'm gonna do. So yeah, it is quite weird though, right? Because I don't really feel like her in hers like photos she has like half of her arm being ripped. But maybe, yeah, I have like this, okay, you cannot see, but basically to where my arm bracelet is, and then this much rip. I think that will be the best. Yeah, that's the plan. And I am also pulling out my 5th skein, so but I think this is honestly gonna be the last skein. But so I think I'll have 1 skein left. But yeah, I'll just it was just to let you know that I am beginning my 5th skein. I just finished the ribbing. Are you proud of me? And I did 2 rounds of double knitting, so now I am just finding my needle and I am binding off, which I am really happy about that it's finally here. Here it is. I'm also rewatching a new series, not a new one, an old one. I'm rewatching the Revenge series that I watched like so many years ago, and I'm hooked again. I don't remember it, so yeah, I'm watching that whilst I knitted the cuff. I still am having a little bit of trouble, as you can see here, with the double pointed needles, but I think that is just like maybe a bit of a trend for me until I learn. But I will just what's it called? I will just do the Italian bind off, and then I will get back to you. Ta-da! What do you guys think? It is done. Can you see? Can you see? I am just in love. I think I'm in love. The sleeves are of course a little bit on the short side. Like if I put like the neck where I want it and then the sweater, the sleeves go to about here. I am actually hoping that they will grow like at least this much, and I'm a little bit nervous, but I think if you look here, there should be enough fabric for it to like fall down. So, but honestly, I just couldn't be more excited, and I'm just super happy with the length, with the sweater, with me choosing a smaller size than usual. I am actually quite pleased with that, and also knitting this a lot longer than usual. Yeah, as you can see here, but I think I will talk about it a little bit more in my modifications when it's done. But as you can see, these are the recommended length for the size small. I added this much, which is quite a lot, but that honestly just kind of fits right. I mean, I am tall. I am 180 centimeters tall, and yeah, as you can see, you just need a lot more length. The body also has like the same amount of length added to the body for it to, it's a little bit hard to show, but for it to actually fit, not cropped. A lot of my other sweaters are quite cropped because I also ran out of patience, but I really wanted this sweater to be like more of a stable, not more of like a sweater that is long enough for me not to have to wear high-waisted stuff. But that is another rant. Here the sweater is, and I think I'm gonna be blocking it tomorrow, and yeah, I am just not in a blocking mood today, but maybe that's okay. I mean, hopefully you guys don't really mind that it's taking a lot longer than usual, but summer wool, it's just, and honestly it's just not really the wool, it's just my knitting motivation here this summer is a little bit low, but it's done now and I'm super happy, and this is my dream right now, having this sweater, having it fit like this, having the raglan. It's just, I really honestly feel like this was the right decision for my Melange sweater, making it the Monday sweater instead. And yeah, I will see you in the blocking part, and I will also see you in the final chat about the sweater, because I really am excited to chat about it, since I am excited to like give you the final price and stuff like that. I feel like that will be quite interesting since this is a new yarn that I really haven't knit with a lot, and this is my first sweater in this yarn, and it's double thread and everything. So yeah, I think that would be quite interesting to look at that point. But I will see you again tomorrow when we vlog this. And welcome to this final update of the Monday sweater. And I tried to film a little bit of like where you can see the sunlight when I went to help my cousin pack yesterday. So hopefully you have seen that. And yeah, but here it is, and I couldn't be more happy about it. I've already worn it like every minute since it since it dried. And yeah, but I wanted to have a little bit of a chat of the what's it called, final update. I have written down a few keynotes here on my little piece of paper, and I just like to talk about pricing and stuff like that since I think it's fun. I also am on kind of a budget since I'm a student and everything, so I like also like sharing my recommendations of yarn. And even though I mostly use the kind of drops yarn since it is the cheapest out there for at least that I know of and have like widely available to me, so yeah, but it's fun to see and it's fun to like, yeah, I feel like that can give my motivation up as well if I know that things are cheap to make. But yeah, that's just a little bit of rant. Okay. Yeah, this is the Monday sweater by PetiteKnit, and I knit this in a size small, and this is knit on 4mm needles and 3.5. I wanted to chat about the modifications as well, since this, and I think I also shared that with you whilst I was knitting it, but I knitted so much more on the sleeve and on the bottom for it to fit me. So yeah, I added at least this much more after the last increase. After the last decrease. Here on the arm, I added so much more length. I also added length to the bottom, and yeah, and I picked 2 more stitches up here to avoid the holes underneath the arms, but I just never decreased them up here. I just let them go down. And I also skipped the first increase now decrease here in the arm, so there should be 4 more stitches in my arm down. So as you can see, that has given me like this much positive ease, and I'm super happy that I actually got a little bit more, since it is like, I think that gives me the perfect like sleeve for my like working. Like, it's kind of narrow, which I kind of like for this sweater, but it is not too skin tight for it to not to match with the body. I also can see I have like a loose stitch there. That's kind of annoying, but maybe I'll just like sew that up, but that's just a loose stitch. I knit, and I think I also told you this, I knit this sweater on my double pointed needles. I knitted the sleeves, and I'm happy to say I think that the lettering of the sleeves here is gone after blocking, and that excites me super much. And you can see that where it was like the most noticeable was in the ribbing, and you can still see it a little bit. You can see here there's a little bit more loose here. Other than just like a few places, I would say that it has kind of blocked out. And that excites me so much, because I like knitting on double pointed needles, and sometimes I just need a little bit of like a switch up for the different things. But okay, let's just, after this modifications, this is what like my sweater turned out to be. So let's just get into the other like facts about the sweater. I knit this in 30 days, and that is days I've worked on this sweater, but the days that it has been on my needles are 41 days. This is also knit during, what's it called, exam season and stuff, so that is why there's so many days difference, but that is also why I like to track it. So yeah, it is knit with the Drops Flora yarn in the color 22, which is this, and the color 36, which is this color. And this is also how much I have left. I bought 6 of each in total for this sweater, and I've ended up using 5 for, this is what's left of the 5th skein of the Drops Flora in the pink, and this is what's left of the 5th skein in the white. I don't know why there's such a difference, but this is like half a ball. So I've ended up saying that I used 9.5 balls of yarn in total. So that's not a lot, I would say. Okay, let's talk about how much it cost. 1 ball of this Drops Flora is 16 kroner or 17 kroner, which is about 2.3 euros. And if then I used 9.5 balls, which translates to, equals to 161 kroner and 21 euros, 21.5 euros. And when I saw that, I was actually quite surprised of how cheap this sweater was. This is the cheapest sweater I have, and maybe it is also the yarn, the meterage of the yarn, but also that I need a small for the first time, which I think has a little bit to do with it. And yeah, I just was honestly so surprised of how little yarn I used, and also how little money I used. But that just again really makes me love the Flora yarn even more. But yeah, honestly 100% recommend Flora. It is also really lovely, soft, and it doesn't itch. I mean, I don't think it itches at all, but I know that my dad says when he gets warm, it itches. So I think it's just a little bit different for people, but yeah, The pattern costs 50 euros, which is 50 kroner, which is 6.6 euros, or 6.7, and that equals for the whole sweater. I paid 211 kroner, which is 28.23 euros. So I know this whole pricing thing is, I will put up on the screen, so hopefully you can follow along, but yeah, that's super cheap, super happy, super happy. And yeah, okay, so yeah, the sweater ended up being one of my favorites right now, and it's cheap, it's beautiful yarn, it's so comfortable, the sizing is perfect, and yeah, I just really wanted to say that I couldn't be more happy about this sweater. I also really wanted to just comment on the when I started this video, I said that I really wanted the Melange sweater, but ended up doing this Monday sweater, but as the Melange sweater because of the raglan. And I am so glad I did that, because I feel much more confident in this sweater than I do in my drop shoulder sweaters. And that is just, I don't know why. I just couldn't tell you why, but I really do. It is just something to do with not emphasizing this way, but like more creating this line. I think it has to do with this line, so I feel like my chest is like cut off and not like prolonged, and that just gives a look that I like for my own body, and also that I do feel much more confident in. And I feel like that is a bit of a really good like realization for me, for knitting stuff that I actually want to wear and that I actually like. So yeah. The other thing I want to try and do is also circular yokes, because I feel like that is also something that would fit me very well and I would feel a bit more confident in, but definitely the raglans. So in the future you can definitely look forward to me knitting more raglan and more maybe circular yokes, but not so many drop shoulders for myself. The next sweater that is coming up is actually my boyfriend's sweater. He really wanted the Otto sweater from PetiteKnit, and that is a drop shoulder, and we have bought yarn for that, so that is coming very soon. But other than that, I am just super happy, and super happy that you guys joined me on this journey of knitting my Melange / Monday sweater. And yeah, if you enjoyed, please give this a like, and if you have knit the Monday, maybe you can write if you had the similar issues with like the length of the sweater, or if it just fits you perfectly. But yeah, or if you have anything, and if you knit anything during this video, then you can also let me know if you what you have been working on. But yeah, that is just it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will just see you in my next video. Bye!